I find it entertaining that ex-Chins, Muslims, and the children of the soy expect me to fake tears over supposed innocent Palestinians, when those same Palestinians celebrated the loss of 2,996 non-combatant lives that were lost in the United States on 9/11.
Show you from the West Bank. These are Palestinian celebrations in the wake of Tuesday's terror attacks in the United States. Apparently, Palestinians took to the street chanting, "God is great." People were throwing candy, distributing candy to passersby. The U.S. government obviously has become increasingly unpopular, particularly in the West Bank and Gaza Strip, because Palestinians feel that the U.S. government has sided with Israel. One man, Nawal Abdel Fattah, wearing a long black dress, threw sweets in the air saying, actually that's a woman, pardon me.
Trust me, you can't tell the difference.
Pardon me, saying she was happy because, quote, America is the head of the snake. America always stands by Israel in its war against us.
Why should I care about the lives of people who say that real sacrifice is sacrificing one's soul and one's children?
The martyrs are alive and are sustained by their Lord. Gaza is teaching us that real men are revealed in times of hardship, when all masks are removed, and that the Islamic nation's glory will only be achieved through faith and principles. That real sacrifice is sacrificing one's soul and one's children for the sake of the homeland, and that the occupiers are cowards who can fight only when there are no real men on the battlefield.
Oh, you bloody Q-tip. You mean like when your men engaged a bunch of unarmed civilians at a concert? Or building their weapons caches under your schools and hospitals? Look, I know you aspire to be the unibrow queen of Gaza, but loosen the hijab so your brain can get some oxygen.
They train their children to hate Jews from birth, and they train them to be suicide bombers. Yet these principal pricks in the States have the audacity to tell Israel that they need to be concerned for the lives of the civilians? Do you mean the civilians who refuse to move when warned their area is about to get bombed? These psychopaths want to die, and if they want to die, I say we start a GoFundMe for the terrorists, Make-A-Wish Foundation, and instead of meeting Mickey Mouse, they can meet an IDF badass. Don't believe me? Watch this.
The family of Hassan Katanani was congratulated with pride and approval that their son had the honor to kill a Jewish woman and her 2 young daughters while driving in their car to meet family members during the Passover holiday. They expressed their hope and wish that the terrorist young children would go in the footsteps of their father and merit to become holy shaheed, just like their blessed father. The terrorist mother expressed herself in her own way.
احنا لازم نقتلهم في بلادنا، في عيالنا، في أظافرنا، ناكلهم بسناننا ناكلهم اليهود. فهم أعدائنا بالأول والآخر اليهود.
الله يكرمني وأربيهم هالأولاد يطلعوا زي ما بده ربنا إن شاء الله. يكونوا من حفظة القرآن من الصالحين البارين إن شاء الله. مجاهدين في سبيل الله كمان. كلنا بالنهاية على هالدرب يعني الجهاد واجب علينا.
These people are deranged. Imagine sitting there aspiring that your 7-year-old boy is going to grow up to kill Jews and himself in the process. And you expect me to have pity for these abominations of poorly allocated brain cells? Jesus, these women make Kim Kardashian look like a role model mother. On a side note, after watching that last clip now, I see why their men choose the goats for a good time. Poor goats. Maybe the goats should rise up and start their own interfaith, or whatever you call it. These crazy anti-Jews say Israel has been committing genocide. What genocide allows your enemy to increase in number? Given most of them learn Common Core math, so maybe that's the reason numbers scare them. In 1948, there were upwards of 156,000 Arabs in Eretz Yisrael. Guess how many there are today? How many Arabs are left after a 76-year apartheid genocide? 2,653,000. So, either Israelis suck at genocide, or the cultural appropriation hypocrites suck at life. I'll let you figure out the difference. Can you tell me why the number of Muslims have increased in Israel, while the number of Jews in Muslim countries have plummeted or disappeared altogether? So, no. I don't feel sorry for the innocent civilians because they're not innocent. I mean, maybe the ex-Chens over there are. They're probably struggling to not get killed by both sides. But the Muslim civilians crossed into Israel with Hamas. They celebrated the dead, bloody bodies of raped young girls. Does that sound innocent to you? Oh, and stop crying about children getting killed in this war when their life aspiration will be training to become a suicide bomber. I don't hear yourself righteous ass crying about that now, do I? If you're gonna whine and moan about the death of psychopath citizens, then I'd suggest you not read the Torah, because so far the Jews have shown more mercy than God did. God even killed the goats. Poor, poor goats. Well, until next time, protect your goats from the Gazans.
Put the goat down! Drop the goat! Dude! Are you okay? Are you okay? I know, that was scary. That was scary. I'm sorry. Listen, the gate is closed for a reason.